Hey y'all, welcome on in. My name is Alex with the Creative Llama. If you see that red live box right there, that means I'm live, but if you don't see it, that just means you are catching the replay. When you pop on, make sure you comment the word sun, S-U-N, and I'm gonna send you the supply list for everything I'm using. But we are going to create with a drop-in box frame insert. Y'all have been asking me to do an insert for quite some time. So we're gonna do one that's summer themed, okay? So, did y'all hear that? But I base coated mine in white because we're gonna do some bright colors on this, okay? So I will show y'all, we'll pop it into the box frame and I'll show y'all what it looks like here in just 1 second. But I'm really excited about this project. Hi, Stephanie. So, hello, hi, Melinda. Let's get this nice and dry. And then I am gonna fix the edges because I got a little messy with my painting. Hi, Marie. Hi, Nancy. Hello. How is everybody? I missed y'all over the weekend. So I'm glad to be on. All right, so this is the sun drop-in frame. I'm going to show y'all. So this is the drop-in box, not the box frame, just the drop-in frame that's available on my site. But this little guy is going to sit right in here, okay? Now, this frame does come in white. I painted mine black before. So if you comment the word sun, it's in your... it's in the cart link for you. But I base coated mine white because we're going to do some bright colors on here and I wanted the colors to pop. So that's, hi Jessica, that's a little tip for you is if you do want your colors to be brighter, especially when you're using like the wood cutouts, base coat it in white and then that will help you. So we're going to attempt the ombre, kind of like we did with the summer vibes up here. And so we're going to use guava and couture teal, okay? Hi, hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? How was your weekend? What did you do? Did you do anything fun? Did you go anywhere? Tell me all the things. Okay, so I'm actually going to scoop some out and put it in my lid and I'm gonna thin it out and see if that helps with the blending of everything. Okay, yes, comment the word sun and that will get you all the info. Better late than never, I guess. I just started, Denise. I have not been on. I base coated this ahead of time. Went crabbing. Ooh, that sounds fun. All right, so let's just put a little bit in here. And so what we're going to do is we're going to paint, obviously, the sun yellow, but we're going to paint the bottom part first. So I probably should tape off the top part, right? What do y'all think? Hi, Dee. Hi, Janice. How is everybody? Okay, let's tape that before, you know, I get all wild and crazy with my painting and not pay attention and paint that, you know. But now I don't know where my tape is. There it is, really right in front of me. Hi, Tonya. So let's just use this as a guide. I'm good, Dolores. How are you? All right, let me drop this in my frame and make sure we are good to go. I could probably bring it down, the tape down just a little bit more. So I'm just double checking to make sure that I don't cover up anything that I'm not supposed to or paint anything a color that I'm not supposed to. You know what I mean? But this is made for the drop-in frame from Chalk. Okay, that looks good. All right, so we're gonna attempt the ombre painting again. Anybody have any tips? All right, let's thin this out just a smidge. And I'm going to, should we start with guava or the teal first? What do y'all think? Thank you for sprinkling. Which color do we start with, guava or teal? Probably teal. Yeah, I'm just talking out loud here. I'm just talking out loud. Do you hear Boone? He says hello. Hold on. Let me let them in because they're not going to stop. Oh, my word. Boone! 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 quiet. They've been super quiet while they've been outside. And then as soon as I go live, pretty much every single time we start barking. Pretty much every time, y'all. I kid you not. They've been outside for a little while and they were nice and quiet. And then I hit that live button. They just wanted to say, hey, you know. So we're going to paint this teal starting up here. And then we're going to work our way down. And we want to do the guava at the bottom. We are doing a drop-in frame insert. Y'all have been asking for these for quite some time. And I just, ooh, I kind of mixed some of that red in there. Red from the brush. That's okay. Y'all been asking me to do these, so we made one. I had a friend make me one. Hi, Boone. You're so blessed with your dogs. Girl, you wouldn't be saying that after my vet bill a couple months ago. No, I really am. I'm very blessed, but they're a mess. They are a big old mess, just like me. All right, so I'm going to pick up a little bit more teal, maybe. Try to get it in the lid. And I'm going to use water to thin it out just a little bit. Okay. And then, do I want to, oh, y'all, I can talk. I'm trying to think, do I dry this and then do the guava? I'm not the best with ombre, if I'm being honest. Do I dry it and then do the guava at the bottom and then blend? Oh, Miss Dolores, I'm so sorry. Just like kids. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Stephanie. All right. I think I'm going to dry it. We can always add a little bit of water to kind of wet it. Not to kind of wet it, to obviously wet it if we need to. But let's dry. Then we'll do the guava at the bottom and then we'll blend. Okay? I did watch a little bit. I did watch. Do you hear them? Boom. Leave them alone. Y'all, I swear. No, you do it wet so it can blend. Okay. Well, I'm going to dry this, and then I think with the guava being wet, I think we'll be okay. We'll see. Yes, ma'am, Miss Colleen. Y'all have been asking for it. I had a friend make mine because I can't do it, y'all. She made the file for me, so she was very nice to do that. And I thought, let's do a little summer one. So we are going to use this transfer, the Sunshine State of Mind with this design. But we're going to see how this turns out. It should be wet to blend, okay. Well, I dried it, so we'll see how this goes. It's just like kids when, I know. They're, they don't bother me any other time, but then the moment I go live, it's like, Mom, give me attention. All right, so what I saw is you kind of start a little bit below and then work your way up, right? We're going to see. Right? We're going to see how this turns out, y'all. Let me wet my brush a little. Okay. Nope. Still not. Need to get more water on there. And let's see. Here we go. A little bit. I think I need to bring the teal down. Oh my gosh. And my nose always starts running when I go live. I apologize, y'all. Okay, let me pull this up a little. And if you can ombre, don't sit here, y'all. Don't judge me. I'm not perfect, but this is not turning out the way that I want it to. Okay, let me paint the bottom part of this. And I might have to wet my finger and try to blend it that way. It's fixable though. We can fix it. Okay, put a little bit on there. Spray it. And let's just paint the rest of it and then we'll go from there. So I'm thinking That looks horrible. I'm thinking I need to maybe, I should probably blend the teal down into the guava, right? What do y'all think? Or no? What do y'all think? I should probably take the teal down to the guava. Yeah. Not the guava into the teal. Yes. Stephanie says yes. Thank you for responding, Miss Stephanie. I appreciate it, friend. Okay. Yes. Maybe while it's still wet. I gotta kind of work fast here. I'm kind of struggling with this today, y'all. Let me wet the brush. I mean, that looks better than what it did before. That's for sure. Maybe make it, yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I just struggle a little bit with the, like, painting ombre with the paste. There we go. Oh, there we go. That's better. And then I am gonna try to kind of, that didn't do it. Oh my gosh, y'all. That was not it. Don't do that. I mean, that looks better. That definitely looks a lot better. All right, let me wipe off my brush and let me just, I need to fix the teal because I kind of pulled that up a little too high. So now it's a little too dark at the top, in my opinion. So let me add a little bit of water. It is better. Yes, it is better. There we go. Okay, then I'm gonna take a little bit of guava. Y'all, we're just kind of playing here. We're gonna see if we can fix this. But you don't have to do the ombre. You can do whatever color choice you want. There we go. That looks better. That looks a lot better. What do y'all think? Give me some hearts if you think that looks better than what it did, I don't know, about 3 minutes ago. I think it looks a ton better. Thank you. See, we just gotta be patient. I gotta tell myself I need to be patient. Y'all are patient, but me, not so much. All right, let's wipe this up. It'll look better once we get the transfer on there, but let me wipe this. We'll paint the top of it, and then we will add our transfer, and then y'all, that's it. It's pretty easy tonight. Pretty simple. Let me pull this out and let's dry. Thank you. Thank you. It's not perfect, but that's okay. That is totally fine that it's not. I think once we get this on here, it will look good. So I'm thinking we're gonna do the words in white and then the sun in yellow. What do y'all think? Let's get this totally dry and then we'll do the top part. It looks better now that it's drying. I will also say that too. Okay. So, getting this nice and dry. All right, y'all, tell me what you had for dinner. I want to know. Exactly, Miss Linda. I really do think once we get the transfer on there, it's going to look good. I do believe that. All right, let's peel this up. And then I'm going to put this right here. And we're going to paint the top part. We're going to go in with Sunnyside. Should we do Sunnyside or Bumblebee? What do y'all think? Where is it? Should we do Sunnyside or Bumblebee? Sunnyside is a softer yellow where your Bumblebee is bright. Which shade do y'all think we should do? Chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, gravy. Ooh, you have Chick-fil-A every Monday. I love that, Ursula. Steak, potatoes, and corn. It's not dinner time here. What are you going to have for dinner, Miss Linda? Bumblebee, Sunnyside, Bumblebee, Sunnyside. I was also thinking, okay, hear me out on this one. What if we did, because this is going to go here, right? So what if we did the sun on here, Bumblebee? I feel like it should match though. Sunnyside, okay. We'll do Sunnyside. It looks like that's the winner. Sunnyside is the winner. So this is the color that I put in the cart link for you. Ooh, OMG, I totally forgot to mention. I don't know if y'all saw, but Chalk is doing free shipping today. Free shipping on orders of $70 or more, okay? And if you use the code, I think it's BDAY20, you get 20% off your order with the free shipping. And then you can also get the color of the month. So if there's been stuff that you've been eyeing that you are wanting and you don't want to pay shipping, go do some shopping. Just comment the word sun and go to the second link in the message. Panda Express, oh my gosh, Panda Express pizza, no one feel like cooking. You say ombre the stencils. I'm not gonna ombre the design on this, the design on here, but that would be pretty. Like to do it opposite, that'd be really pretty. But yeah, and Perks members, you get a free quick dry tool with a $70 order or more. So you get to save 30%. You get to save another, I think, 20% on top of that. You get free shipping and you get a free quick dry tool. I mean, being a Perks member is pretty awesome this month, I must say. Even designers don't get that quick dry tool deal. All right, let's dry this and let's see. I know. Oh, okay. So that's the thing. The color of the month, it's like it's a shimmer purple, but it's not like a typical shimmer like for Chalk. So the way that it was described is that the shimmer, like the specks of the shimmer are like teal and gold and silver, like a combination of like different glitter in there. So it's a little bit different. I think it's called Orion. But that will only be available while supplies last. So I highly suggest, if you want it, you snag it. Yay! Dolores, I did see your order, but you have to have $75 or more in order to get the color of the month. I can't just order it on its own for you. You have to have a qualifying order. You know what I mean? All right, I think this looks pretty good. The Sunnyside looks really good with that. I'm kind of glad that we went with that instead of Bumblebee. I know, Dolores. Yeah, you can't order color of the month on its own. You have to have a qualifying order. So, unfortunately. All right, let's peel this up. Okay, y'all look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. I love those colors. It's like blue, one that has gold in it. Okay. Let me wipe down the sides. What do y'all think? Do y'all like the colors together? I'm actually really loving this. I'm just wiping down the edges. I am going to take, well, maybe, if I can find it. Maybe not. I was going to take my black marker and fix the edges, but I don't know where it's at. Oh, look, I have one right here. Love the contrast. Okay, so I'm going to take a Mr. Pen tip, chisel tip marker, and I'm going to clean up the edges that you see. Now, I'm not so worried about these because these are going to be hidden in our frame, but I don't want those painted edges to look all, I guess, painted. You could totally sand these down. I am just taking my black marker and just kind of going over the edges to help with that. There we go. Thank you. Okay, let's wax this. Okay, so we painted, you know what? It's still a little damp. Let's hit it with the dryer one more time, okay? Thank you. Let's hit it with the dryer one more time before we wax. Okay, it's a little damp right there. All right, so we're gonna wax. Remember, we wanna wax anytime we paint our surface just to prevent the color from getting pulled up with our sticky transfer. So I'm gonna soften mine, and we are going to just apply a little bit of wax just on the rectangle part, because that's the only place where our, ooh, that still might be a little wet right there. I forgot what I was saying. I don't know. Okay, that's where the transfer is gonna go. Okay, let's take our transfer and let's fuzz this guy. So this one is called Lemon Squeezy. We used this one before, but we're gonna use the other side of this. This transfer is made for the drop-in box frame, which we are using. Hi, Michelle. So let's fuzz, fuzz, fuzz. And then we will chalk this, and then we are done, okay? So I will do a giveaway at the end, so be sure to hit that heart button. If you can share the video, that would be helpful. And then just comment, comment, comment. The more that you comment, the better. Okay? So I'm gonna pull this up, and I'm gonna put it in the center. And then here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna drop it into my frame to make sure I have it where I want it. And make sure it's straight. Does that look good? Thank you, Anita. I think that looks pretty good. It could probably come down a little bit. What do y'all think? I think I should bring it down just a smidge. Now you could also just do the words. You don't have to include the sun on there. I'm gonna do it just because that's what I had originally planned. So I'm gonna bring it down a little bit. Let's drop it in the frame. I think that looks better. Yeah. Thanks, Donna. Thank you. You know, the only way to get better is to practice, right? That's what I always tell y'all. So I'm sure I don't want to ombre them. I'm just going to do all white, but ombre would look really pretty. I do think the ombre would look really pretty. All right, so we're going to go in with our white and cover all this up and bring it down. Sorry, y'all. Boone was like making some weird noise over there. All right, let's pick all this up. And like I said, you could totally leave the sun off and just do the words right in the middle of the frame. That'd be pretty too. All right, so I'm gonna lift this up, releasing the paste. I got a little bit off over here, so I'll fix that here in a second. How wide is the insert? I don't know off the top of my head. All right, then we're gonna go in with Sunnyside right here. You could do Bumblebee, you could do whatever you want. You could even just do like different color background too. But I liked how the Summer Vibe one that we did a couple weeks ago turned out. So, all right, let's peel this up. Boom. I'm gonna fix this here in just 1 second, but that looks good. Let's put that over there. Let's let that dry. I'm gonna clean this, and then let's put it together, and then we're done, y'all. That is it for tonight. Super simple. That frame, the insert I think is only $12. So make sure you comment the word sun if you're looking for the insert, and it's the first link in the message. So yeah. Okay, let me dry this up. Thank you. Should we distress the sun a little bit or leave it? Or we can add some like white lines to it to kind of give it some detail. What do y'all think? Oh, you ate your leftover crab? Yum. All right, let me put this back on here and pull this out. We'll close up our paste. Oh my gosh, making a mess. Details. Okay, so you're thinking instead of distressing, we should take a white like paint pen maybe and add some details to it. Thank you, Miss Anita, for answering my question. Miss Anita, you know what? Thank you for interacting. Hit that heart button for me. And Miss Anita, send me a message and I will send you some happy mail. Thank you for answering my question, my friend. I appreciate that. Okay. So I got a little bit of white where I don't want it. And I am just going to try to gently, that's not going to work. Yeah, I'm kind of messing it up. Okay, that's better. All right. I appreciate you. Love the ombre, this color. Yeah, it looks good. I still think it would have looked good with, where am I going? With just the words. Okay. I can put this in here. And there it is. We're going to add some details to it though, but I like that. What do y'all think? Isn't that cute? I mean, I think it's cute. I think it's very cute. Okay, let me pull out my paint pens here. And let me see. Thank you. All right, so we're gonna go. Yeah, okay. So I'm using the Sharpie Creative Markers, but this is the brush stroke version of it instead of like the chisel tip. It would, you're absolutely right. And I am just gonna go kind of on the edges and just do some lines. Nothing crazy. Just to give it a little something, something. Okay, and I'm gonna add some on the corners. Looks good. And then I feel like that line should come. Ooh. I should have, I kind of messed this one up, y'all. Let me connect. There we go. And then maybe all right, I'm gonna stop it. What paint? I really personally, Ursa, love the Sharpie Creative Markers. I like these. So far, these are my favorite. I really, really like those. All right, I might have added too many lines, y'all, but it's okay. There it is. What do y'all think? Do we like it? Yay or nay? I think this turned out pretty cute. So remember, Chalk has free shipping today only, okay? So if you want the drop-in box frame or if there's other stuff on the website that you're wanting, make sure you go snag that stuff tonight and use the code, I think it's BDAY20, to save 20% off of your orders of $70 or more. But to get the free shipping, your order does have to be $70 or more. Yay! Thank you. All right, let's pick a winner. So y'all hit that heart button for me. And we are going to pick someone for some Happy Mail. Thank you for hanging out. Yes, that's the right code. Thank you for letting me know, Stephanie. Okay. Let me come over here and let's pick the winner. But this is available on my cutout site as of now. It is available. So if you want to snag that, you certainly can. Get comments. Thank you. Hi, Kristen. Oh, thank you, Miss Donna. You're very sweet. All right, let's pick a winner. And, oh, and it says the Creative Llama. Legit, it says my name. Dolores Canny. Miss Dolores, are you still here, my friend? Miss Dolores. Thank you, Miss Judy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will go post. So if you have a hard time navigating my cutout website, make sure you're in my VIP group, okay? So comment the word sun, S-U-N, and at the very bottom, there'll be a button that says join my free groups. Go over there and join my VIP group and my cutout group. But if you have a hard time navigating my cutout website, I will post the insert over in my VIP group where you can just literally comment that you want one and I will send you the invoice. I'll do the work because I know sometimes people struggle with the websites. So I'm happy to help you. Miss Dolores, please send me a message saying, hey, I won, and I will get a form for you to fill out, okay? Y'all have a great rest of your night, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all.